One. Good day, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of According to MzShellz. And it's me, your girl. I am back for another lovely episode in my Black Business series. Now, everybody, after three, I want you to take a deep breath, hold it, and relax. Okay, so this episode today, we are in the we're in the company of a wonderful woman who deals with self-care. You know, I always talk about self-care. And so we have today Cy Wells of Sigh of Relief.
Hello, everybody.
Cy, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have you here on my show and for us to just embrace and talk about all things self-care. And as I said, I always encourage my audience to take care of their number one and relax and, enjoy life in different moments. So tell us a little bit about you. Who is Cy Wells?
Cy Wells, well, that's me. I'm a massage therapist and I'm a massage therapist.
Right, I know, and a lovely personality, I must say, ladies and gentlemen. Even though she's a little bit reserved, I will tell you, I like her style of business. I've had done business with her before, and so I'm giving her flowers, okay? And so it was such an honor when I thought about this segment. I had to put her on my list, and so we have her here now in our audience. So, Miss Sai, please tell us what led you to start this particular journey in terms of being an entrepreneur and specifically being
Myomassologist.
Myomassologist, right? Sorry. Yes. Tell us all about that journey. What led
Well, my journey as a myomassologist started quite a few years back. Going through my own personal experience with a family member, with my father, actually. But that's another story for another day. However, going through that with him, I wanted to understand the body a little bit more in a different sense of outside of Western medicine and Western philosophy. So I just started looking at other things that can be done to the body and for the body through the Eastern philosophy and practices. So therefore, in short term, then let's just say that's how I end up becoming a massage therapist. And it worked for me. But prior to that, I ignored the thought quite a few times on becoming a massage therapist. So it was no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. That's why it's very important to pay attention to yourself and your spirit and the things around you, because it will lead and guide you to where you are supposed to be. And that's kind of what happened to me.
Awesome. Like it's almost like destiny, your purpose.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So when I'm working, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's my purpose. So it's not work to me. It's what I'm supposed to do. It chose me. I didn't choose it.
Wow. Awesome. That sounds good. It chose her. She didn't choose it. And that's so awesome. You meet people over and over that says, I get to work and it's fun for me because this is my purpose. So it's awesome that you're able to just go right there with that. All right. So you mentioned that you work with the Eastern, what you call it, Eastern medicine kind of a thing?
Eastern philosophy.
Eastern philosophy.
That's what massage, massage and other things come. More holistic. That's where that come into play versus dealing with medicines and what we do here in the U.S. That's Western.
Right. Yeah. So what are some of the practices? Do you do like the thigh massaging or Reiki or?
I do. I do a lot of work with crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a lot of outside of massage. I do a lot of work with energy work. So
Oh,
I do a lot of things with different crystals and gemstones to help bring the body into balance.
oh, and then do you do the cupping? Tell
I
us a little
don't.
bit about all the different ones that you do, real quick.
I'm deep tissue, lymphatic drainage, myofascial release. I specialize in lymphatic drainage, and that's eliminating toxins out the body through a manual touch, through manual therapy.
Oh, wow.
So I manipulating the fluids in the body with my
Cool.
hands.
So have you ever, I know where I've been your customer. Did you do that to me or?
I have
No?
not done that. Sometimes I
Okay.
do. I have not done that on you yet.
Okay. Because all I know, I lay down, I fall asleep, and I get up feeling good.
I have not tried that on you yet.
Okay. Awesome. So is there any other one that you do? Any other technique? You said you mentioned working with crystals and energy. You said you work with the body fluid to drain lymphatic systems.
Yes.
And you did say you did the Thai massage.
I do some Thai. I know the modality, but I don't specialize in it. It's not one of my go-to techniques.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, this lady, she is good at what she does. And the first sign, like when you see her, okay, is her cute little van. I was like, when I saw her pulling up the first time I met her, it was like a ladies' brunch, and the person's provided like a chair massage. I saw her cute looking van. I said, "Yup, this lady means business." I really felt so good knowing that, as a woman, she was doing her thing, and her, what you call it, the spirit of excellence behind it is just phenomenal. And so, after that event, I connected with her, and as I said, all I know, I fall asleep, and I wake up feeling good.
That's always a good thing.
Right. Awesome. So, all right. So I mentioned the chair. So you do the chair
and
stuff.
I have my table, so I don't have a standing location. I am mobile, so I bring my table and I come to you. And that's usually for an hour minimum on the table. Whatever it is that's going on with you, we can work it out. And if there's nothing in particular going on, that's great too. So it does not have to be an issue or a problem within the body just to receive the benefits of massage.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So before we even go further, let the people know how they can connect with you, just in case somebody's excited. And she's in the Detroit metropolitan
area. Again, I am mobile. My telephone number is 248-767-7754. Or you can always look my website up at www.siwells, SIWELLS.massagetherapy.com.
All right. And everything that she just said will also be placed in the description box, guys. And like sometimes when you go and you apply, you put your information in, she's quite timely. And she would, there's a calendar that you could select your appointments and stuff. And she responds to you on a timely basis. So and as she said, she's mobile, so you don't have to worry. All right. You're going to
bring my table and I come to you.
You're in good hands. All right. So Miss Sai, is there any, you mentioned earlier about the go-to, that the thigh wasn't your go-to. Which one is your favorite technique to use? Which one of the?
Well, my favorite, of course, is the lymphatic drainage. But I do a lot of, it really depends on what's going on with the client.
Okay.
So my favorite, if I have to go with a favorite, my favorite is lymphatic work. That's a lot of why I wanted to do massage, but it's really depending on what's going on with the client. Now, if there's nothing going on with the client, great. So then I'll proceed to ask about their lifestyle. What are their daily things that they're doing that may cause stress on the body, and go and proceed about it that way. Like for instance, I'm a runner, so I like a lot of sports massage, please, give me some stretching. I'm horrible at stretching myself. So when I go to my massage therapist, I'm like, hey, let's do 15, 20 minutes of stretching at least. And then go from there with a little deep tissue or Swedish, whatever it is that's going on at that time. For you, where I did try to add some stretching in there as well. And then I just proceed to, it might be acupressure points, depending on what's going on with the body. So it's really not up to me. That's when I just lead with my intuition and knowledge of different modalities and go from there and just do what the client body says it needs done.
Awesome. And so you just mentioned something about your self-care. So that's awesome. You said that you yourself go to do running and you do your own massage therapy. Because that was the next question. What does the massage therapist do to relieve themselves? But you answered it before I even asked.
I get massages pretty regularly, and I do a lot of. I get massaged. Like, I'm not going to just tell you to do it, and I don't receive them. No, that's my thing. Like,
okay,
I love to get a massage.
So is it that you find like someone who's in the same field in terms of your line of studies, or?
Depending on what's going on, like I have a person that does Thai massage for me because I like that, hence the stretching. And then I do have therapists that works with me as well. So I'll just call one of them, and I do have an at-home space set up where they'll just come over and work on me.
Okay, cool, awesome. Because especially when you have to go out and do the same for others, you need that to be.
Yes, definitely. Practice what you preach.
Right. Another bar. Awesome. So, quick question. So you have been in business for how long?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, it's 9 years. Next February 22 will make it 10 years.
Wow, awesome. Woo! Yeah. Awesome. And it has always been in massage, or there were other things?
Nope, always massage.
Okay, cool. So what would you say about lessons that you have learned now that you would maybe tell your earlier self 10 years ago? That maybe little things that she should have looked out for, or whatever.
What would I say? I would say no, be true to who you are. Find out early on what it is that you want, in which direction. At least have a guiding post. You may not have all the answers right then and there, but at least have a guiding post. So even in the beginning, I knew that I wanted to do lymphatic work as a massage therapist, but I didn't take all the necessary classes in the beginning to get certified. So, but because I was looking at it as I was starting my second half of my life. So I just had to do some things different before I started taking the lymphatic classes, to get certified. Although in the beginning, I did have some lymph classes. It just wasn't, it wouldn't allow me to say, I specialize in this. So just at least have a guiding post and a plan in the direction you want to go in.
Awesome.
And grab hold to a mentor if possible.
Right. I was just gonna ask if you utilize that. Okay. Ooh, I see we on the same wavelength.
That's that energy.
I was just gonna ask you something along that line. Okay, cool. All right. So now you have just spoken to your younger self. Now, thinking about your future self, where do you see your business heading? What direction? Because you've been in it for 10 years. So
a brick and mortar. I do want to expand to a brick and mortar. I have an idea of where I'll be, so that it's not ready to be revealed.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
But I know it will be in the city of Detroit. So yeah, a brick and mortar. At least I want to start there, and I also want to expand and start working with more physical therapists as well.
Awesome. See, sigh of relief coming in the neighborhood. It could be
definitely.
I'm excited, and it's not my vision, but I'm excited. I'm happy.
Well, you know, we all need somebody to root for us.
Yes,
That
yes. I'm
reminds us to
really
keep
excited.
going.
As I said, you got me hooked when I saw your little van. I'm like, I'm not saying if you had your own car, you wouldn't got me hooked, but I was like, yep, she mean business. And then you were so efficient. I just giving you all your flowers, girl. But
And I appreciate
it. Yes, awesome. So may God bless that all those endeavors. I pray it will come to pass for real. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
No
And I
obstacles,
receive
and
it.
whenever
I
the time
receive
is
it.
right, it will come out. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're gonna do one more now. So we talked about past self, future self. I want you to speak to maybe a young person in your field, or maybe someone that maybe, hey, this person does nails, hair, but someone in that general field that you are in. What advice would you give them as they're starting, or maybe they're 1 year, 2 years in, or just even starting? What advice would you want to share with someone in your field who's doing business and maybe trying to figure out their way too?
Have a plan. Know what you want, have a plan, and go after it. Don't let nobody stop you. Sometimes we tell people our goals and plans, and that can get in the way, but be grounded and go after what it is that you want.
Awesome. Just keep your eyes focused, right?
Keep focused. Because even when I say, wow, 10 years, and I'm like, it seems like yesterday I was just starting out.
Wow.
Everything, it was a ladder, it was a stepping stone. I knew I was gonna have that band. I knew, but that was my vision from the beginning. So I knew it. It's just take time.
Right.
Go after what you want.
Right. And it's just so ideal in terms of the spacing and what you need. And you basically load it up and you keep going, right?
Keep going. Yeah. Don't let that, life happens. Of course, things will get in the way, but there's never been no perfect path, no easy path to anything worth having anyway. So just keep focused. Just keep focused.
All right. So you got me a little bit curious earlier. You're mentioning your different techniques. Talk to me a little bit more about the crystals. How is that done in terms of balance and energy? Am I using the right terms?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with crystals are a natural source from the earth. Mm-hmm. Crystals is a natural source from the earth. They all have different meanings. They all have different energy and powerful within itself. So depending on what's going on with the person, if you feeling ungrounded, it's crystals to keep you grounded. If you have an addiction, it's crystals for addictions. And it don't have to be a drug addiction. It can be, you can be addicted to food or clothes or anything. Mm-hmm. If you just feel like you want to be extra safe and comfortable, I have my crystals on me. Prosperity. Okay. It depending on what it is. Everything has an energy to it. Oh, okay. And every object is just, crystals is one of the things that spoke to me. And that's one of the sources that I use for energy work. Bringing the body into balance and alignment.
And it's different. It plays a different role from incense, or
I'm sorry?
Is it similar to the use of, like, when person said they use incense? Is it similar or no?
It could be similar in the destination and a journey you're trying to get to, but just in a different, it's different in the technique.
Okay.
The technique is different. Is different. So I can even do energy work without any objects, without any crystals or anything. I can scan the body and read it. But but crystals is one of my favorite things that I like to do.
Oh, okay, cool. I said you got me intrigued. I said I had to go back. Mm-hmm. I had to go back to that. Yeah, I had to go back to that. Awesome. All right. What about okay, so like not really back in the day, but like when I was, like, when you look at not necessarily your business, but there's some other places that use the rocks. Do you use those?
The hot rocks? I do use hot rocks more so at my at-home spot. I will travel with them. It's just so much to carry on by me being mobile.
Oh,
So yeah, but
okay.
I do use them. Yeah, the
Because then
hot
you have to
rocks I
heat
do.
them and then have, so that would be like an additional
Yeah.
thing by itself. Oh, okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So what's the purpose? Okay, so outside of that, what's the purpose of the rocks versus whatever
Okay,
else that
because
you
the
use?
heat,
Okay.
the heat is able to penetrate a lot deeper sometimes versus me trying to use my fingers to penetrate the muscles deep down inside the muscles, where it can really help save my hands and my body, providing you a service that you may need. And I tell clients all the time, a lot of times on their upper, like their neck and shoulders, we can be so uptight and carry the whole world on our hands, so on our shoulders so much. It's like, hey, let's try hot rocks where I may not be able to just get it with my hands, where the hot rocks will allow the heat from the rocks will allow me to penetrate a lot sooner and give you better and faster results than just using my hands.
Oh, okay. So I guess that would be a feature a lot in your brick and mortar.
Yes, definitely. Because I tell clients all the time, like, hey, if you have a heating pad, you know, when you find yourself just getting tight and stiff, use that heating pad. Me, I'm a hot water bottle type of girl. So I'll use the hot water bottle for everything. Like you say, boo too hard. Let me get my hot water bottle. Because the heat just feels so good on the body, on the muscles.
Awesome. So that's a good segue now. I wanted you to be able to give persons just a few tips that they could do in between therapy sessions. So you just mentioned the hot water bottle or maybe
Or
a
the heating pad. And I'll
pad.
definitely say stretching. We don't
Okay.
do a lot of stretching. And I'm the first person to attest that I don't do a lot of stretching. I'm horrible at it, but stretching helps and it can really solve a lot of problems. Stretching. We have to stretch.
Note to self.
Note to self. You know,
There
we
was
can
a day I
do
was
something
up
so
and about
simple
at
as
work.
roll your shoulders.
Right. There was a day I was up and about, and I'm like, what? I said, you know what? Yep, I didn't stretch this morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I mean, sometimes I do the neck, but that's after the fact of feeling that, okay, I should have maybe done some stretching.
Done that
In the morning,
before.
just after pray, you just jump up and go.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and again, like I said, I am horrible with that, but I will go out and pay somebody to give me some stretching.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So the heat and stretching. Anything else?
Heat and stretching. And just allow yourself 5 to 10 minutes time in a day to breathe deep and let it go. Yeah. So those are the self-care I would suggest for someone to do it at home. And it's like I said, you don't need no whole hour. In this fast-paced America that we're in right now, just give yourself 5 minutes. Some people feel afraid to give themselves 5 minutes. Just give yourself some time.
All right. So 5 minutes, stretching, hot water, towel or bottle, or the heating pad, and just give yourself time just to breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a day I went somewhere and I stepped out, and when I looked out, I saw some flowers, and I just stood there just taking it in and just inhaling, and I felt so much better. I'm like, okay, let's get going. But it's like you just breathe. I just found myself breathing in that moment. It wasn't even the best looking flower, but I guess just the colors and just seeing something different other than a brick and mortar building. I was just stood there for a long, just looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hypnotized
and
you,
it was relaxing.
In just those 30 seconds, you were able to take a step back and then go back into it and dive right on in. Sometimes we just need that. Again, we are in America. We are America, and it's so fast paced to where, or just life, not even America, just life.
Right.
We get so distracted on doing. And sometimes doing nothing is doing something.
Right. True. That's true. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we got it from the lady herself. Sigh of relief. Take that 5 minutes and just breathe.
And stretch.
Imagine it.
And
And
stretch.
stretch,
And
stretch.
stretch. Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Sai. Please tell us again the website to connect with you. Tell us again so that persons can reach out and make those appointments or connect to you with you for advice, whatever format they want to connect with you.
Cy Wells at cywells.massagetherapy.com.
Awesome. cywells.massagetherapy.com. And as I said, all those things will be in the website. Are you on any social media? No, not yet. All right. Well, I guess eventually, right? But that's a good way to connect with her, guys. cywells.massagetherapy.com. And I said she responds really quite timely. And she's mobile in the Detroit metropolitan area. And trust me, you're going to be in good hands. I tell you. All right. As a repeat customer myself.
Right. I do have gift cards and everything. And my area of my location of my range of area is pretty wide. It's pretty open. So yeah. Yep. I bring my table and I come to you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for making it according to MzShellz. Thank you so much, Miss Sarah Wells, for stopping by and sharing a little bit of your journey. As I said, I'm looking forward to all that is going to come forth from your business. And I know I'll be there to see it all because I'm not going to leave you.
Definitely.
So guys, as Miss Sai said, a good self-care tip. Take 5 minutes to breathe, stretch, and if needs be, get a hot towel. Sometimes I have a heating pad that I use, but before I had the heating pad, pour some hot water on that towel, sit it on my shoulder, and turn it over again, sit it on the shoulder, and I was good to go. So let's take care of ourselves, guys. It's only one you, and you are number one. Thank you so much for making it according to MzShellz. See you again soon at my next episode. You never know what it's going to be.